This is another major failure addressed in this report by local government, central government, house builders. Those 72 people, Sarah, should not have lost their lives.
No.
Look at this horrible toe-curling exchange as Sarah Vine and Andrew Pearce struggle to relate to the tragedy of Grenfell. It's almost as if empathy is just out of their reach, but like a sociopath, they've learned to mask it well. Vine in particular seems a need to filter her own experience into the event, making her seem more important than she really is.
And it's a failure across so many institutions.
Absolutely.
I remember when, I used to live just a sort of 2-minute walk from Grenfell, and we had just moved out of the area when the fire happened. And so the morning of the fire, I rang a friend who was quite connected to the sort of church, and they said, come down and give us a hand. And I have this little website which does beauty, and so I said, well, what do you need? What can I help with? And they said, well, weirdly, everyone needs toiletries. So I went to my office and I grabbed all the free samples that we'd been sent, and I went down there, and the tower was still smoking.
Incredible.
It was still on fire.
And the terrible stench of death.
Awful. And everyone was just incredibly sort of bewildered. The community came together in an incredibly sort of fluid way, but it was just the shock of just sort of ordinary people whose lives are just, you'd sort of pass them. My son lost, I think, one child in his class died in the fire. And then he was at Holland Park School. So so one of the children at the school actually died, and then several children at the school had relatives who had died. So it was very real.
Click here for some hate TV.